DPS is defined as damage per second, but in Genshin Impact, when you insert that acronym of DPS in front of a character's name, you're making a bold statement that within your team, that character will be doing the majority of damage to your enemies. Rosaria is a crowd support character in Genshin Impact, meaning she shouldn't be doing most of the damage for your team. So how does someone like you or me create the best DPS Rosaria in Genshin Impact? Do you just get a credit card and start swiping away until you get C6 and a 5-star weapon? Do you pray for mercy in order to get godlike artifacts? Do you study the game mechanics and outskill the game? Or is it all the above? Let us find out and see how to make the best DPS Rosaria in Genshin Impact.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Yo, honestly, Rosaria, she had the biggest comeback in history. At first, Kaching was winning, but somehow you guys wanted Rosaria, so at the time of this recording, Rosaria is winning. Even if I add this 4% to Kaching, Kaching's not gonna win. So sorry, Kaching, I guess you'll just have to wait. So it's Rosaria time, baby. So I usually start off with like deciding what team, like, or where to put Rosaria. We already killed the first half with our Mona. We destroyed the second half with our Ayaka, but I think this time I can't decide at first. Rosaria's Cryo. She gives us access to Super Conduct, Melt, and either Freeze or Mono Cryo. I feel like all three could be really good for Rosaria. Super Conduct will allow us to do more physical damage, and it makes sense with her constellations because like C6 lowers resistance by 20%, so she will like boost herself up with physical damage. Melt could also work because like her skill damage and her burst damage, they have some beef into them. They do have some beef. They have some kind of thickness to them, kind of like Rosaria. But even her skill also. So Melt could be an option too. And in Mono Cryo, we have Kazuboy to help us out. And so the reason I'm holding off on picking where to use Rosaria is because like it just depends on our team. But I'm probably just gonna get like the best 2 out of those 3 that we just mentioned, and then we'll test them in Spiral Abyss. But we'll decide where to put Rosaria later. For now, let's just actually try to build those teams and also see how our Rosaria build is gonna change with each team. Let's do physical Rosaria first. So I think for physical Rosaria, what do we need? I think the easiest option is probably, gosh darn, you can do Raiden because like her attacks will always sync up with Rosaria. We can even do Lisa for like the defense shred, and then we can do also Beidou because she'll like coordinate with your normal attacks. And then of course you can always do Fischl as well.
All right, let's go.
If I put Raiden's just gonna take over the team because like my Raiden is actually cracked. We'll probably do like a DPS video on her later. I think we'll just take her off, but probably it's gonna be in between these 3 characters.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Let's give Lisa some love. I'll just try it out. We're just trying it out. I'll give Lisa some love. I'll put Lisa in there. Okay, we can add Shinha too. Yeah, we can add Shinha too.
As you command.
She also shreds physical. And then what would be another one? We need a healer. Where's that electro healer coming? Hello? Any healers that boost up physical? Actually, we have a shield that also shreds physical. We don't need to heal.
Sure.
This could be the thing, guys. But we have to rely heavily on Lisa for Super Conduct. That's gonna be kind of rough, but it's possible. We can do it. Let's just try it out. Yeah. Okay, now we gotta build physical. This is super easy because I really don't have that many artifacts. I'm just gonna go with a 2-piece Bloodstain and a 2-piece Pale Flame. I really don't have that many pieces. For sure, this cup. It's pretty good. 20 crit damage. Everything else, well, I don't have anything. No, I'm not worth leveling up. I'm not gonna do that. I only have an EM sense for this. My only other option is this feather. But that's what I got. What's good about this is since our cup is going to be on set, now we do Pale Flame. What are my best Pale Flame options that we have? Crit damage, attack percent, a little bit of crit rate. Okay, maybe. I got this one, 14. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. What the heck? It's like 30 plus crit damage value. I have 2 feathers, but we can't pick feather in the cup because I already picked that. Oh, I have this. Oh, yeah, I have this attack percent sans piece. Yeah, this is good. For sure, this one. I don't have a good circlet for Pale Flame. This is going to have to be our off piece. I need crit rate, so what's my best crit rate? I guess is this one with crit damage, so I guess we'll just put that one on, sure. What's my ratio though? 81, 180, 147? Okay, so since we picked our artifact set, now what's my best weapon? What would be my best weapon? It's probably either gonna be this or the Staff of Homa. I guess we can test those out. If I stay with the Primordial Jade Wing Spear, I have a good ratio, 81 to 147. So it is good that I went with this one that had more crit damage as opposed to this one that didn't need the crit rate. You know what? I could possibly actually, since my ratio is not that bad, I have the Primordial Jade Wing Spear. I can actually do this. I have a better crit damage circlet that does have 16% crit rate. So I can switch to that. And now I have 66 to 181. And I'm okay with that because I know that Rosaria can increase her crit rate by 12%. So if we do it right with her elemental skill, we actually do have 78% crit rate. So, and also if we have double cryo resonance, if they are affected by cryo, we actually have another 15%. So could possibly have 96% crit rate. I'll go with this one for now, only because I have the Primordial Jade Wing Spear. Let's go test the damage. I need to charge up my burst before like I end up doing something. So okay, I don't think these are buffed. Not bad, not bad. My Rosaria slaps, thanks, man. I'm ready. Rosaria's ready.
Transfiguration. Do your master's bit.
Let's spark things up.
Judgment. Punishment. Blink. Look at me. You can't run.
Okay. Dude, I can't even do anything.
Surrender and obey. Cryo incarnate. Transfigure judgment.
Oh my god, I can't even test Rosaria here. My Shenha's like just killing everything. But we saw some 18Ks. We saw some, it was getting there. It was getting to the 20Ks. It was getting there. Y'all saw that, right? Oh my gosh, I almost accepted the stupid rewards. I don't even need this. We're gonna try one more time.
Let's spark things up.
Look at me. Just
Wait, what? 43K? Oh my gosh. Yo, chat. What the? Get out of my face, bro. Get out of my face. Oh my gosh. Hello, my child. I'm ready for you. 31K? We're not doing the damage, but it's there. There, now we are doing the damage.
you can't run.
He literally just died. I don't know what to do. I don't have any burst up. We might have to do this again because this guy's gonna die. My Shen has to crack. Wait, hold on.
Spark things up.
Punishment.
Okay, yeah. I have to do this again. Alright, let's go Signora. To see how much damage.
Surrender and obey. Lights out.
11K, 29K, 30K. Okay. 32K. Now that we got all the buffs from Primordial. Yeah, that's spicy. Let's finish this chick off.
I will have order.
Alright, done.
By ordinance divine.
Try not to enjoy it.
Shiver.
Rosaria, finish her.
Embrace
Oh.
your searing reckon. Maybe this.
Oh. So I think my Shenha's gonna be the one to carry us.
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Who was that? Please, Shenha! Please! Oh my gosh. Clutch. Like, physical Rosaria, it's pretty good, but like, on the Spiral Abyss, especially if you remember from my Ica video, like, all the Abyss Heralds, like, yeah, you damage them, but then at the end of the day, it's all about just ripping their elemental shields. It's just gonna come down to that. Is it worth building a physical team? All for it to just end up being a shield-breaking Genshin Impact game? What I did want to test real quick was Staff of Homa. So I put the Staff of Homa. Then I'm going to switch back to my crit rate circlet to balance out my stats. And it's just real quick, just to see how much damage I'm going to be doing. Less crit rate, yeah, I know, but let's just see, okay?
It's quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Not bad.
33K, oh yeah. We're definitely doing more with the Staff Homa. It's not really a huge difference, but either or, they're still good options. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care.
Transfiguration. Cryo incarnate.
Try not to enjoy it.
Lights out.
But if I had to go with one, I guess it would be the Staff of Homa. So I'll just stick with that for now. That was a fun physical build. That was a fun physical team. I think I want to try Melt next. But yeah, it's Melt time. It's Melt Rosaria time, baby. Let's do this. For sure, we're keeping the Staff of Homa, guys. It's probably the best pull arm and most consistent in like any build. So we're just going to keep it on Rosaria. First things first, we got to decide what goblet we're going to run, because that basically decides the whole build. I got this off-piece one. It's pretty good in my eyes. Crit damage, energy recharge, attack percent, and attack. I have this Wander's Troop cup, which is good because if we're running Melt, Wander's Troop is potentially a build we want to run as a two-piece. So this could be an onset piece. Same thing goes with the crowd damage one that we have right here with Blizzard Strayer. Right now, let's first test the offset one. And for sure, I want a two-piece crowd damage bonus. So let's see one of my best Blizzard Slayer pieces in terms of crit damage and crit rate. I think I'm going to keep this crit rate circlet because I know, because it's my account, I really don't have a good crit rate piece for like Wanderer's Troop. But let's keep this for now. This one has like a 31 point something crit damage value. This one's better than my Sans piece in terms of crit damage value. And then the flower is kind of in the middle. So I think I'm keeping this flower for sure. We're equipping this. So that means we have 2 slots left for either Wanderer's Troop or like an attack percent type of deal going on. So let's look at my shimmy pieces. Oh, I do have this one, 21 crit damage, 10% crit rate, which is a 40 plus crit damage value. So I think that one's looking pretty spicy. For my Sans pieces, I know my shimmy pieces kind of suck. Some of you probably have way better ones than me. So I think my best ones, we're not running Elemental Mastery. Probably either this one or I think I have another one. Yeah, this one. 21 crit damage, Elemental Mastery. They both have 21 crit damage value, except one has a crit rate and that's that. No crit rate here. What is my build right now? 50 to 225. I think I'll take that little bit of crit rate. Well, I guess if we're just looking at damage, maybe I'll just, whatever. I guess I don't need that crit rate. I'll take this crit damage one. Has more EM anyways, Elemental Mastery. 50% crit rate, not the best, but we're lucky that if we do like Rosaria's Elemental Skill, we do get 12% more. That's like, I guess 62. So let's just test that build. We're going to test raw melt damage. So I'm going to put just Bennett on this team really quick.
I won't hold you back.
And we're just going to test some raw melt damage, okay? We're going to keep track of these numbers as we go along to figure out our best build.
Judgment.
Okay, 24k. That's a good one right there. Let's keep that in mind. 24k. Let me test it with the Bennett skill. Right, with a Bennett buff, okay?
I'm going in. Yeah.
Okay, 38k. Keep that in mind. 38k flat. Because what I want to do is I want to test an EM Sans piece. But I think EM only works when you have buffs. So I'll just test like Bennett buff. This is my best Elemental Mastery Sans piece that Shiminawa, so I'm gonna put it on there and let's see. Okay, we definitely increased our crit rate. We have less crit damage though, but a lot of EM. Let's see what happens.
Let's light it up. You can't run.
Raw 23k, already less, but that's expected.
Everybody.
With the buff though, what do we get? Oh, 39k. Okay, that's spicy right there. So once we add more buffs and all that, yeah, the ZM piece looking good. Let's keep that in mind. All right, so as for my shimmy, I'm gonna check if I have like a better gladiators setup going on. Let me see. I guess I have this one. This is like one of my best crit damage value pieces that I have. And then for the Sans piece, I don't think I have an Elemental Mastery one. I don't think it's gonna do good. We can test it out. I'm just gonna test it out, okay? Just test it out. 71, less crit rate, more crit damage, little bit of Elemental Mastery. I don't think so, chat. All right, but we'll test it out real quick. All right, raw damage right here. 23k, kind of the same thing we saw earlier, but with a little buffy buff. Oh my gosh. Chat, help. Ouch. All right, this time, stop. You're not gonna go spinny. I'm gonna kill you. 36k. Oh, that's definitely way less than our shimmy build. So, but I do have this flower. Look at this flower. Over 40 crit damage value, attack percent, and attack. I like it. For sure that one's going on. And I like, this is one of my best attacks percent Sans pieces, and it's on Wanderer's Troop, so bang. Easy replacement right there. And our build is actually more consistent. Minus the 20% from the food that we have, but we have EM, 61% crit rate. I like the consistency. Less crit damage. Let's see. For raw damage, what do we got? 23,638. That's okay. Oh, I missed again. No. Please. Have mercy on me. Please. All right, 37k. There you go. 37k, boys. Now we're switching cups. Now what happens if my Wanderer's Troop is onset? That means that any one of these can be offset, which means we want to get rid of the one that has the lowest crit damage value. Probably not the flower. The feather's pretty good too. I want to keep that one. Maybe the Sans piece, because it does have the lower crit damage value, but I think the crit rate one, we should probably get rid of this one. It has the lowest crit damage value. So because we did switch to this cup, guys, we did lose 15% crit damage, but we gained 61 Elemental Mastery. That's pretty good. Attack percent and attack, it's so minimal, it really doesn't matter. But we did gain 61 EM, so let's see what happens. We got to make up 15% crit damage somehow. And the one that has the least amount of crit damage is this one. Do I have a crit rate circle that has crit damage? Yes, I do. This one right here. Or this one. But I think this one has attack percent, so we're going to keep this one. Yep, so let's switch to this. Okay, now we need a Blizzard Slayer piece somewhere else, which means the second worst one was this one. And my Blizzard Slayer piece that has somewhat of a good crit damage crit rate value is this one. We gained 22% crit damage, but we already made up the 15. We're like plussing 7. If I switch to this one, we're losing about 2.7% or 2.3%, my bad. But still like a +5 crit damage value difference. So we're still plussing. Yeah, this looks like a good switch. And now here's our build. We got 141 EM, almost the same thing crit rate. And I think we got +5 crit damage. So let's test it out. Let's see. 24k, 24k. Wow, that's like almost matching the shimmy pieces that we got earlier. Okay. It's looking spicy, spicy.
Everybody stand back. You can't run.
39,615. Okay. What the? This is doing better than our EM build, even with the buff. And it's more consistent. It definitely has more crit rate than that other build that we had, right? Yeah, I think this one's better, right? Unless chat. Do I have like a godlike element EM piece? Let me see. Elemental mastery crit damage. I guess I have this one. Be gaining like 15% crit damage. But what if I kept this crit rate, but then switch to this EM? This is my off piece. That's probably one of my best EM pieces. Let's go test it. Raw, 26k. 26k raw with that EM one. That's looking pretty good, actually. Pretty fire. And just because I don't want to be here longer than I should, I'll see crit rate for fun.
I'm going in. You can't run.
44k. 44k. That's more than the shimmy build that we had going on earlier. Okay. This build did more. This build did more for sure. Having this EM piece is looking like the best in terms of damage. We lose a little bit more crit rate. The Wander's Troop is looking like the best consistent one. It did better than our shimmy EM earlier. Honestly, guys, I really don't think switching to this as on piece is gonna do anything. Because if I switch to this one, then that means I go back to Wander's Troop right here. And I think this one will be our off piece. So it'll look like that. Keep the consistency and 23k? Okay, yeah, it's already looking terrible.
Everybody stand back.
It's already looking way worse.
Judgment.
37k, yep. Not the one we want. But yeah, I think we know our best melt build. Well, what do you guys think? So for sure, we're keeping the Wander Strip Cryo Cup. So this is our best build in terms of damage. The only thing is, we only have 53% crit rate, but not 53, because if we're able to do our elemental skill, we do gain 12% crit rate. So technically that's like 65% crit rate, which is not bad. Or I can switch to this build over here that's more consistent and has pretty good damage as well. I think for sure I'll take this one over the shimmy. So it's either about, you want a little bit more consistency, sacrifice a little bit more damage, or do I want to go ahead and just try to go ham? And yeah, I'm gonna try to go ham. Whatever. I'm gonna try to go hard. Rosaria build complete. Now, the last part, the team. What team do we choose? So let's go ahead and pick that team.
Understood. I just have to stand here, right?
Yes, Sean, huh? You just have to stand. Alright guys, let's see. Okay.
You can't run. Manifest.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for this, guys.
Judgment.
Been training for this. Look at that. Looking like a good build. Eat it. Well, I'm ready, boys.
Obey. Cryo incarnate. Going in.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Oh, it's 100k? We didn't get the big one though. I have C6 Bennett. This is actually when C6 Bennett actually comes handy. I can normal attack before I do my little burst. Hello? Okay, I'm dumb. I'm actually dumb. When I was just waiting there, I could have just been normal attacking.
Let's light it up. Yeah.
44k? Okay, buddy. Okay.
Obey. By ordinance divine. Everybody stand back.
Clouds high, the birds come.
Looks like overtime today.
Lights out.
See, it didn't crit. You see? That's proof that it didn't crit. Whatever. Alright. You're just seeing the Spiral Abyss, man. Whatever. Last team I do want to talk about that could be a potential for DPS Rosaria is if you come up with like a mono cryo type of team. But the only problem is that there's not enough room to like have like a healer. Like if you want to focus on like doing some crowd damage with her normal attacks, then there's no room for a healer. If you don't care about doing damage with her normal attacks, then you can definitely fit in like Diona or something and just use Rosaria's elemental skill and elemental burst to do some damage. But then she's not really a main DPS, then it's kind of just like Shenhe carrying. So there's always that option, but I love it and all, but I don't think it's going to be like a good showcase for like a main DPS Rosaria. So I'm not going to use it, but we definitely did test pretty good ones. We tested the physical, we tested melt, mono cryo is a good option. You can always do freeze, but then that just turns to like a freeze Morgana team, and it's not really showcasing Rosaria. But I think the best one that I like is I like melty melt. All right, guys, it's time to test this fire team on the Spiral Abyss. Oh yeah, Rosaria's hot for sure. Before I show the Spiral Abyss footage, I'd appreciate if you just give a like and a subscribe to the video. It really helps out the channel. It really helps out the series, guys. Let me know down in the comments who you want to see next in the series. Thank you so much, and enjoy the Spiral Abyss showcase.
Cryo incarnate! You can't run!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
Punishment! Yeah! Do your master's bidding! Teamwork is strength! Off we go! Unleash! You can't run! Lights out!
One with nature.
Shiver! You can't run!
Clouds high, the birds call.
Lights out! Manifest! By ordinance divine, everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Shiver! Cryo incarnate! Teamwork is strength!
Clouds high, the birds call. The wind knows me.